Hello guys, what's up? This is ScherBR talking. Welcome back to my channel. Well, today's video is about something that a lot of people were asking me, and sometimes I didn't have a concrete answer because there was a lot of tests and some results were not conclusive. And I finally can answer you what happens when you have an Enhancement Large equipped on your weapon. Well, a lot of weapons have this. You can see Rovani has it. The past Valhalla Assault weapons also had it. You can see that we have here with. Let me just show you guys. We had a sword and a great sword with the same stuff. So people were always asking. You can see that when you go here to this weapon. Alpha Sword has it, Dart Enhancement Large, and it comes with the cost of having only 2 uses of the action skill from the weapon. So the question was, having that on a sub weapon, on a sub passive, is enough to justify having one less use of your action skill? The answer is no. Sadly, the improvement of having an enchantment large on your weapon is not that high. But before we talk about how exactly is the value, we have to talk about other stuff and how non-elemental and elemental damage works in this game. And this is why I didn't have a concrete answer before, because the results were not conclusive, because there's a very strange thing that the game never tells about. And well, we have Sephira with us here to explain how this works, and I'll be just removing my can here and let her explain to you. Well, Sephira is here and she's trying to tell you that non-elemental damage has a 20% damage penalty. Yeah, that's right. Almost no one knew this. We had some help from Rafael Sephira. He also creates video for Valkyrie Anatomia. You can check his channel. We were discussing on Discord and we finally had it solved. When I was testing with my creation Valkyrie when she was released, I was using Purple Shade and Mistle Tang, and the difference in damage was way high because she was performing non-elemental damage. And now that I have this, I can finally say that non-elemental damage has 20% damage penalty. But most weapons are non-elemental, so it's very hard for us to have a character dealing full non-elemental damage. Creation Valkyrie can do it. Only characters that come with non-elements can do it. Alicia can do that as well. Hakure, Eventide Hakure as well, and some other characters in the future. But you usually don't have many non-elemental weapons on your choice, but you can see there's Spear Sword, Mistle Tang, and Felt Light. Is very common. Spear Sword Mistle Tang is a very good weapon, and when your characters are using them, they will be doing less damage if their attacks have no innate element. But if they do, well, if they do have innate element, the damage penalty won't work. It's just like using, let me just show you here, and using Valvaluis with a non-elemental bow. What happens is that his third attack is still ice. Even using non-elemental damage, it will still be converted to ice and he won't receive the damage penalty. This works for every character in the game, so that's kind of half the things here. So let's just get back to other things here, and it's that how elemental damage works then. Well, elemental damage doesn't have the penalty, so it will always deal at least 20% more damage than non-elemental damage. It's a rule for this game. And after telling about this, we have to talk about, well, and what happens with Enhancement Large then. Enhancement Large will increase your elemental damage, but the thing is that the increase is not that high. It's very low indeed. It's only 7% elemental damage plus if you use it on main slot, and only 3% elemental damage plus if you use it on a sub slot. It may be 3.5% because the game tells you that it's half the value, but the Japanese players say it's 3%. We have to trust their words, their tests as well. So what happens is that a lot of weapons that we have in the past have this, and it's kind of makes sense because some weapons like, let me show you here, like the Kikuyu weapon or other weapons that also have some passive that increases damage. I have to check for a friend for this. Valkyrie weapon increases normal damage and it increases by 10%. So if you're focusing on doing normal damage, it may be better, but still only work with normal. Ice Enhancement Large will work with everything. well, let me get back here. Ice Enchantment Large, on this case of Refine, will work with action skill, but actually this is a heal. But if it was not, it will still give more damage to the action skill, your normal attack, and also to your Purify attack damage. So it will affect all 3 instances of power of your character. But like Kokuyo weapon, can't do this. Well, let me just get here on a friend so I can get someone with the Kokuyo weapon. So after talking about this, you see that in this image we have Refine, Rules the Fell, but there's a lot of weapons with Enchantment Large, and they will always work the same. But there's some difference here. Besides we having ice and other elements enchantment, we have some different here. We have this Chaos Force bow that has Dark Aura, and it deals increased dark damage. It's the same description, but it doesn't say how much. So we don't know what this is because I don't have this weapon. I can't really test. But maybe if you have this weapon, you can help us reach the final values. Please give in and just send all your information here on comments. I'll be thankful if you do. And that's it, guys. I didn't manage to get a friend with Kokuyo to explain further, but you get the idea. Some other passives can give more damage, and this is like Solo Atix. Solo Atix gives 10 more damage if you're afflicted by status ailments. So you know that this is how it works. If your poor dies something to get more damage, or you get a stable 7% coming from Enchantment Large. Well, this is how elemental damage works in the game. I hope this video explains you well. Please subscribe if you haven't, and we see each other on the next video. Thanks.